my name is Kat, and here we are for the Connect the Dots, Unite the World Challenge, where we're talking to at least one person per country in the entire world. Here I am in my beautiful Washington, D.C. kitchen with our guest for today, Renata from Brazil. Hello! Thank you so much for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to the U.S.?
So my name is Renata. I came here 12 years ago to the U.S. I came through a program that is called Au Pair in America. And I was supposed to stay for a whole year, and I would live with an American family. I would babysit, I would go to school. So that's how I came. So through an agency, and I signed and I came. And what happens is that I fell in love with the family. Oh my God, I love the girls. I love them. They're like awesome people. And I ended up staying the second year. It was optional. After the second year, I still didn't want to go home. So I got a student visa. They sponsored me, that wonderful family, and I went to college. I hadn't finished college in Brazil. I had started, left to come here. So I went to college and I loved it. I never did so well. I loved the variety, like so many people from so many different countries, ages, and I just fell in love with the whole thing. And I ended up, and it's been 12 years. So
That's so fast!
Yes.
What would you say is that thing that you miss about Brazil?
Food.
Like a specific dish, a specific custom?
Food on the street. They have corn cups on the street. They sell, it's like a big pot with it's like boiling water, the corn. It's like they're cooking corn in a cart. And when you come and you ask, they get one, they cut, they put in a little butter, salt, and it's like $1 or $2, like equivalent. And it's just so yummy. One time I went there with my ex-husband. He was my husband then, and it was like we were in the middle of the city. It was like trash, like it was very pollution. And there was this guy there sitting. He was like, "Oh, I want some corn," and he's like, "That's." It's like, "No, let's just go." And so I got it, and he tried. He's like, "I want it too." Like, it's so, and when he came back, he was like, "Oh, let's do a corn business." I'm like, "I don't think it's gonna work here because, we have all this." And that's like one thing, you can just eat stuff on the street, and I never got sick.
What's been the most surprising thing about the U.S.?
Surprising thing.
Like you just...
The portion sizes.
No, I'm totally there with you.
Everything, like the glasses, like the plates, the sizes. I think the cars are so big. The roads are wide. For me, it was like my world kind of grew, like, and it's funny because every time I go back, I feel like so narrow. It's so small. That's this plate. So and one thing, the funniest thing that ever happened to me now when I first got here is that I asked for Coke. I was in the airport and I was like, "Can I have a Coke?" And it was so expensive at the time. I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm paying that." But I'm gonna get, and they give me an empty cup. And I picked it up. I was like, "Oh, I didn't understand." Like, I had to go and feel like in Brazil, they would never, ever have like that. The person would go, they would get like 1,000 types, and sell on the street.
Yeah.
And they were really nice at the grocery store, like, "Oh, excuse me." It's like, "Oh, sure." And I was not, in my country, just do it. And just like, "Oh, get out of your way." So like these things were like, I was like, huh. So I had a very good impression, like a very nice. Like,
thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.